because God has allowed me. Do y'all hear this? Even with all you have, Dad, God has allowed me to be in this position to where I can take care of you. And because I know this is from God, I got you. Sister Blow, that's the church community. That's the church community. When we come together and we see that there's a need, the collective church needs to be, I got you. I got you. You see what God allows me to do? I may not have this, I may not have that. And yeah, you may have a little something yourself, but guess what? You have a need right now, and I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity to be a blessing to you because God has blessed me. Go ahead.
That's why we as a church need to be patient. In my journey, I have seen the opposite of this with congregations not being in community. And we are never able to reach our potential because we do not exercise faith.
Amen.
In helping those that are in that situation.
Yes, sir.
And we scrutinize, we judge, we microscope the situation.
Yes.
So the blessing is on the opposite side.
Yes.
We exercise faith, but we
Yes.
never do it.
Yes.
And now that this lesson has come to fruition, man, the Holy Spirit is just revealing some stuff that we were very well informed
Yes.
in this lesson.
Amen.
I wish we could
Amen.
teach 365, 366.
And this is why I said from the very beginning, this lesson is rich, and this is about us. Y'all think it's about women's, right? No, it's not really about women's. Praise God. But it is such, and I agree with you, Junebug, it is such a deep and wide treasure for us. Sister Baker, turn your volume. Amen. 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 Luke chapter 2, verse 36 and 37. Who has that, please? First Timothy 5, verse 5 says, "Now she who is a widow indeed, and who has been left alone, has fixed her hope on God." King James says, "trusteth in God, and continues in entreaties and prayers night and day." We just read that in Luke chapter 2, verse 36 and 37. That's the example of that widow indeed that Paul is talking to Timothy about. Okay? So let's be very, very clear. This is a woman. We have to understand something, first of all, before I go forward. A lot of times we look at God's order of the man and then the woman as being discriminatory against women. And that is not how God intended. Okay? That is not. We need to understand and recognize, both men and women, that God has always intended for women to be respected, honored, and valued in the Lord's church. All right? But God created man with a mission and a responsibility that he did not give to women. But that's not a negative. That just means man has his role and the woman has theirs. Okay? But it's not negative. So all of this negative stuff that we put in that, we need to take it out. Now, when we understand that, we can understand this, that the man's mission and role, which was to provide, to set up the house, to manage the house, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about elders, if a man does not know how to manage his household well, that's the man's role. Now, if a man is managing his household well, see, this is where this comes together. Praise God. If a man is managing his household well, and he's got his wife, and then something happens to that man, it leaves the wife in a deficient position. She's lost a lot. So from the very beginning, when you had from the patriarchs, from Abraham and all of those men, when you had those men who had a lot, they had servants, they had cattle, they had fields, they had a lot of things that they built up in the management of their households. When they died, there wasn't a woman's role to step in. The woman was like, oh, shoot, my husband did this, my husband did that, my husband did that. Do we recognize what the word husband means? No, y'all don't do that. Do we recognize what the word husband means? It literally means one that tends, that cares after, that shapes, that is a caretaker. The visualization that we have is of a person who is a gardener. He is the husbandman of the garden. Whenever there is something out of line, he puts it back in line. He makes sure that it grows up and it is healthy, strong, and beautiful. That's what a husband literally means. He is a caretaker and a provider, one he puts in order. Now, let me just drop this while I'm here. Men, if we're not doing that, we need to do it. For those of you who are married. That's my commercial. I'm done. Yes, sir.